Hey, hello and welcome everybody. Roadouverse here. We are back with another video. This is a road to rank video. We're gonna start it off by doing some wonder picks real quick, not to waste any time. Trying to hit the mine, didn't get them, but it's cool. We're gonna be playing with our Rampardos deck today. If you guys aren't, I think we only have one copy, just pick a two, so we'll try to go for it. If you guys are into, I usually like to go for the same spot. I was gonna say I was debating this time if I should go for the same spot or not. That's just my strat. I just go for where I see them, and it happens quite often. In theory, it's a 20% chance it's still gonna be there, but it feels like more like 40% chance. I've gotten a lot of EXs doing that, just picking the same spot. But and let's say one more. We'll do this chancy pick here. Wait, how much is required? I don't get too many good wonder picks lately. I tried if I just get full, I'll just pick something rare. But I don't get too many wonder picks lately. Oh, we did get Raulu. Surprisingly, a 20% chance of that. So, no complaints there. Because we're definitely going to get Pachirisu easier than on the next chance he pick. All right, let me double check again. All right, good. All right, so here is, let me show you guys the deck real quick, then we'll get into the match. All right, so this is the Rampardos deck. This is the card set. And if you want a in-depth explanation of why I picked those cards, I made a video right before this video's dropped. It's called Perfect Rampardos deck, I think. And we're in Ultra Ball 1, so we're grinding up next Ultra Ball 2, Ultra Ball 3, and then we're in Master. My goal is just to hit Master. I think it's pretty easy. We spent a fair bit of time in this game where we have almost every card in the game. Not every card. I don't think I could never make a Starmie deck. I always wanted to just play Starmie for just a little bit. By the time I finally got Starmie, or at least a second copy of Starmie, it had been like there was already a new set out. I had just about I had everybody. Blastoise EX, Charizard EX, Venus. So I had everybody already pretty early to make some good decks. You know, and you start the game off only able to play, like, I think depending on what set you choose, I was able to play a Sandslash deck. Oh, okay, a mirror deck. Okay. Oh, they use Lucario though. Interesting. No fossil, which sucks here. But we'll punish him for being able to attack first. So if he doesn't Rocky Helmet here, then his Pseudo Widow dies earlier. Lucario can't come out this turn either, so I think we will still end up just dying on the same turn. On the same turn, I think. Because he's going to take 40 in the next 2 turns by me. And then he can swing for 20 this turn and 60 next turn if he does get Lucario. We'll still be around, so that's fine. Unless if he subs in, if he subs in Lucario. Okay, perfect. All right, this gives us plenty of time to build up. And this is why we run Giovanni in a few decks instead of red, and like double copies of red. It is a lot of decks that don't run EXs, similar to this one, which I enjoy. I think the best deck that's gonna be around in no time. So he did manage to pull out. So even with a yep, okay. So no other second card is gonna be here. Pseudo was gonna get dropped here, which gives us plenty of time to set up Craniodose. The extra 20 doesn't matter too much here. I do need another basic. Thank you. If he Sabrinas us, that would be devastating. Now I'll put Pseudo Widow in here just kind of to kind of deflect, make him think we don't got Rampardos or anything. But he can very much Sabrina into. That's why I was happy. Is he can Sabrina us for 100 here. Sorry, my nose got the sniff. So it's not too obnoxious on the sounding. And there will be nothing that could come in and one-shot Rampardos here. Even if he gets a second, yeah. Even if he gets a second Lucario up, he loses this match. So even he can't. The only threat is Marshadow here. Marshadow's our only threat here. Oh, we could actually get the knockout here with should we do that instead of how much are we're at 100 health? I think this is still the safer play. We're at 1. We could have Giovanni there. But this is still the safer play. Excuse me. Yeah, it's nothing he can do. He can't attack with Lucario. He can't attack with another Marshadow. Even if I'm assuming the only other basic he would have is Sudowoodo. Even if he puts a giant cape on Lucario, it still won't be enough. So nothing here. This is just a L for him. Unless he's running some EX in the back, and if he does that, then it's gonna get one-shotted pretty much. And him just giving us another turn too just seals his loss too, because we have Marshadow set up as well. So nothing he can do here, I don't think, at all to come back. So just probably going to stall out the clock. And people do this all the time in actual TCG. They just like once their like defeat was sealed, they just stalled on the clock. We lucked up. Had the full evolution line of Rampardos. I don't know what it is about these fossil decks. But it feels so consistent, and I just don't know how to explain it. It just feels so consistent. It's like I always get Rampardos. I feel like I get Rampardos more often than I do in like other decks, like Charizard and my Frene deck. And I'm assuming the reason that is because he's like a late game hitter, not like an early game. So we can do some decent damage with just Sudowoodo, Marshadow. Long as we got those two, we're good. Like he can come in super late. So it's almost never like we need him immediately. Most of the time we don't need him immediately. Now there's very few situations where we're like, oh, we need Rampardos as soon as we can. But most EXs, they're getting 3-shotted by Sudowoodo. And most EX take more than 2 turns to set up. So, and we're going second here. If he leads with a EX, we pretty much are guaranteed to win this one. I'm allergic. I gotta blow my nose in just a minute. And we have 2 researchers to start the match. So, we almost are. Yep. Okay. Even better. We almost can't lose this one, especially now that this is a Charizard deck. Moltres is going to take a hefty 50. By the time Moltres even gets, he's only going to, I think, get 1 off, right? No, he's going to get 2 off. We're doing 50. If we do the extra 60 now, 60, that'll be 180. No, even if we get red later, it won't help here. But it's fine. We'll be plenty set up by Charizard shows up. Perfect Skull Fossil. We'll already have Cranidos set up next turn. Like, it can't get better than this. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is fine. Yeah, even better too is if he sits another basic down, he also kind of seals his loss here. Because Moltres is going to go down here. Unless, let's see. He might play a second Moltres. No? Because Moltres is going to go down. Okay, perfect. He might have just sealed his defeat here. If he gets a bad flip here, he has to flip again. I would like to see Cyrus though soon, just to make sure we can finish off Moltres. I want to guarantee we do finish Moltres off. And we just kind of hope he gets a bad flip. If he gets 3 hits, then we are kind of okay. We would have been in some scary waters had he gotten 3. Because then he could come in next turn. Okay, even better. Even better. Even more job security here with Marshadow. Oak coming out next. And there's our Rampardos. Will we rather go ahead and set up a... Yeah, I think that'd be good. I think that'd be good. Let's get Marshadow in position 2 to attack. That's the beauty of this deck as well. Everyone's 1 energy, so you have plenty of time to set up Marshadow almost at any given time. All right, 50 there. If he brings in Charizard now, he only just risks taking a bunch of damage, so I don't think he would want to do that. Okay, but he does have the Charizard. If he, let's see what he does here. Okay, perfect. He pretty much sealed his loss here. If yeah, without Charmeleon, ooh, wow. He got some good rolls here. He got some good rolls there too. All right, it is almost nothing he can do here. If he plays a second Moltres, that's scary. But if he plays a second Moltres and we also see let me see. Let's see what he does here. If we see we really need to see kind of Cyrus next turn. Or I guess actually if he does it, I just wouldn't even. Okay, perfect. Perfect. This is the ideal place to go ahead and just throw Marshadow out there. This will either give us our second Cranidos or Pseudo Widow. Either one's fine with me. Okay, perfect. Yeah, this is one of those, like, this is a very important lesson. Is never, in a situation like this where you're gonna lose your Moltres, never play your second Charmander. If you get Sabrina, that's just an easy win. Like, you can set up fully, that happens more often than not than you think. Fully perfectly set up Charizard ready to demolish. If you lose Moltres, it's why it's important too to make sure if you can retreat Moltres as soon as you can. Because you do not want to run to that situation just like that. And basically, he spent his whole game setting up Charizard just for it to get 1 attack in and to basically have no impact. That's why I think it's really important probably to put a Rocky Helmet on Moltres or so. That way, you can potentially get Charizard in as soon as like he can hit for 60. If he can get a knockout at 60, then like that sets you up for pretty much a win too. If you can preserve Moltres. Awesome. But anyways, Rampardos, really great deck into Moltres, Charizard. Really great deck into any deck that doesn't have like a Druddigon wall, like a Darkrai, those Darkrai decks. Of course, we always seem to love getting Marshadow, even though it's a 33% chance we pull Marshadow. One time, oh, he drew. I was like, why's his hand look so big? This is an unfortunate hand here. This is one of the rare times I think INO would be pretty good in this deck, but I don't think it would be consistent. If he can set up Magneton, then that would kind of suck here. If he can retreat here, which I think he's going to do, yeah, I think he's going to retreat. But that's fine. It gives us 2 turns to swing. He can't do anything for a while, and he's definitely going to lose Masquerada here. Okay, perfect. And finally get the Oak here. We pretty much got everything else we need already. Okay, good. Look, we're safe for another turn, I think, right? Oh, or could he Magnezone next turn? He could Magnezone. If he has an X speed, he could Magnezone. We could lose next turn, actually. Yeah, we need okay, good. Are you gonna retreat or cry for help here? Okay, good. Knockout here. My hand size is humongous here. Hopefully we get some Pokemon here so we don't get like Mars or something. I wish we had a backup here. If we had already had even just Rampardos, that would have set us up. Magnezone comes in, we're scared here. Is he just swinging for 60 here, or does he have Okay, he does have Magnezone. I think we lose here. I was like, I could, no, even if I pseudo Wudo, Rampart or Cranidos has the most HP on the team. It sucks. It took us so long. Our hand isn't bad. We just couldn't get the good cards in it. This Masquerada deck is exactly why we run Giovanni too. It's so that Rampardos can one-shot the Masquerada at full HP. Let me blow my nose real quick, guys. All right, I'm back. All right, that was an unlikely L there for us because and we only lost because it took us so long to get another Pokemon. Other than that, like we did, like I think that deck we would have won pretty handily there. We already took out. Had we just had a sub in for Marshadow, then we could have came into Magnezone. Also, mind you too, we had a Rocky Helmet. So if everything played out the same except for before we took out the what's it called, Sprigatito. If we was able to sub in Pseudo Wudo to take that Sprigatito out, leave it with a Rocky Helmet on. So then when his Magnezone came in, Marshadow would have been able to knock it out. You know, just with nothing, not even with Giovanni. And then had we set up Rampardos, when Masquerada came in, we would have also been able to one-shot it as well. So. Okay, a decent start already with Oak in our hand and Sudowoodo. And we go second. Almost anytime we just go second and we have Sudowoodo, it is a really good start. And of course, we do luck up and go into a Giratina deck. He's going to either have to waste a leaf really early into this to pit up a wall of some sort, which is fine with me, or he's just going to have to, yeah, most decks don't even run the wall nowadays. With the Oak, he's going to have to take a hit with Giratina. We already have Cyrus too, so if he takes more than 2 hits with this, and that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter too much because we can knock you in 3 turns before you can knock us in. But it is I do see now why people do run that. It does put pressure to get a knockout on Sudowoodo. All right, let's hope we can go start setting up something else or get our second Sudowoodo or just something else. No luck. That's unfortunate. That actually makes this a little bit more challenging here. Because now we're going to take 20. We're going to be at 40 next turn. It's going to be a little rough here. Let's see. And we got to see what we get here. A Giant Cape maybe can save us. Ooh, yeah, that doesn't matter too much either. He has all of his Pokemon, so that's a good start for him. Just for preservation, we're going to go ahead and Sabrina here. We don't want to take another Rocky Helmet at the moment, so. We really want to see Giant Cape here, or at least another Sudowoodo. Other Sudowoodo, Giant Cape, it's a lot. Yeah, okay. Another turn where we almost like another match where we almost just getting a bad hand of we're not getting able to set up here. I think only thing we can do is attack here. Cross our fingers he doesn't have relief. We're okay for another turn if he doesn't have relief. If he does have relief, then off this GG. Can't do nothing about that. Also, we need Oak next turn. The only way we win here. Yeah, okay. Yep, we're up out of here. We lost. Unfortunate. Yeah, I don't like it's just we just got that's another thing too that we have to be able to set up. Not often, like a lot of times Sudowoodo, and if we can get Rampardos out, they usually can win us a few games. Yeah, that was an ideal start too. That's what sucks. We had an ideal start there. All right, jumping to the next one. We'll play if depending on how quick this one goes, we can play another 2 more matches after this one. Or 1, depending on how long this one is. Okay, good start. Already a decent start here. Okay, if this is a 12 trainer deck, then yeah, we're good. Unless he gets a lucky Misty here off rip. Ooh, thank God. I just realized he could actually have won off the first. He could have won off the first turn. Crazy. Are we weak to water? Okay, no. Let's see. If he does manage to attack us next turn, and he doesn't have his second Articuno, we can probably win, I think, if he does attack us. If he does get a lucky Misty, let's see. We're not weak to water either, so. Okay, he does get a second Articuno out. Which he may sub into, actually. Interesting. He could leaf here. Maybe I should have put on a giant cape. He can leap into his second Articuno and get a knockout either way. Okay, that's fine. Alright, oh, give me something good. Let me get Cranidos here. I was gonna say, yeah, if I get Marshall, I'm happy with that as well. That's perfectly fine with us because this actually gives us another. Oh, perfect, and we get Cranidos now. All right, everything's working out. Everything's looking good. Yeah, we just read here, and then he pretty much unless he has Cyrus in his hand, he's gonna have to waste his turn to knock out our Sudowoodo. So it worked out. That Sabrina was such a terrible decision. Such a terrible decision. If he does have a Cyrus here, which I assume he may do, yeah, that's fine either way. Like, it's okay either way for us. Yeah, it had to waste his whole hand. No more Sabrinas. We just gotta cross our and that's all. I said that we get Cranidos soon, and this should almost Rampardos. I'm sorry, and this should almost secure it. Even if we got Cranidos, we had our second. And this is a deck that may run Mars, so Mars is an option here for sure. Even maybe a potion, but if he what's her name? Irida, I mean. Irida heals 40. Yeah, okay, he just concedes there. Irida, I think he would have been at what, 140 plus the Rocky helmet. He would have needed Irida plus a potion, and then even then, even then he still would have been within knockout range after 2 hits. So it was nothing he could do there. Even if he was able to heal up there, nothing else. Once we're in part, we should have went ahead and picked that giant cape on him too, just for extra measures. Finally we did get the cards in time we needed. He made some poor mistakes there. I think it still would all played out the same. But had he just went ahead and knocked out the had he just went ahead and knocked out Pseudo Widow, I think he would have been in better shape there. Golly, I'm getting sick of leading with Marshadow. And we're going first too, ain't it? Yeah, this is already looking like a like we bricked here. Looks like we bricked hard here. Watch he oaks here. He got Pseudo Widow and he gets oak. Yeah, I'm feeling like conceding just off rip. I don't really see much of a yep. It's not looking good here. Yep. I guess the only good thing is, in theory, if he doesn't get we get the knockout if he doesn't have Lucario next turn. I think even with Lucario we actually get the knockout, I think. Even with Lucario, I think we get the knockout here. But if we don't have anything in return, then we okay. I don't think this is the type of deck that would run a leaf, and I don't even think they would run an X speed. So I'll bait another turn out here. Okay. This is still okay. Oh wait, what? Oh wait, what? Oh, we was at 40. Wait, no, we should have been at. Wait, what? How much? We should have been at 20, right? Wait, what? I'm confused there. How much? Oh, Lucario. That's right. Yeah, I was. Yeah, we bricked so hard that hand. It was nothing we could do. We'll play one more. That one was really quick. Lucario was the. I was like, wait, well, how did he knock us out? That extra. I don't ever think about that extra 70. Yeah, that extra 20. Yep, definitely. Surprised me there. I was genuinely like, well, we have another turn to do something, I guess, but. Yeah, he was way too set up either way. I should have just conceded there once we. Yeah, we're gonna get some bricks here. Oh no, another potential brick. That's the thing about this deck is Marshadow. I almost question if I really want to pin Marshadow. He seems to be so often, more often than not, the front man of these. And you would think when you're running I'm thinking of starting to run Hitmonlee or something else instead of Marshadow, but yeah, him always coming first is very annoying at times. At least we do get a They do throw us a bone here, it looks like. Yeah, okay, we'll go ahead and pick Cranidos in here. If he missed these and gets he could potentially actually still knock us. But if he does evolve and Misty next turn and can get a knockout, then this is the better route here. If he can evolve here, then he just gets knocked this turn, and then we may not take no damage with Cranidos either. Do you? Oh, okay. That's fine. If that's all you can do, if you can't play anything this turn, you still lose. All right. Yeah, still lost there. Finally. So yeah, sometimes you brick, sometimes they brick. That's just how it works. It's a brick fest. Awesome. All right then, guys. That is the match. That's the game. It's one of those decks, man, that it's really fun. It's consistent at like. If you just lead with Pseudo Wudo and you go second, your chances of winning, I swear, is usually like 60% at that point. Only thing you need is to make sure that you start getting other things too. But if you start with Pseudo Widow, you go second. But especially if they're running an EX at the front end, like you're already 50, 50, 50. Like you can do 102 turns, and that is pretty much unheard of, except for like a primate deck or something like that. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all I got. If you guys did enjoy, man, thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, man. We'll be back with another one. We're Diversity. I'm out. Peace. Oh, also, if you've been enjoying this whole content, man, please thumbs up. I should have mentioned this earlier in the video. Just thumbs up if you enjoyed anything I had to do or say. We'll be back. I think this is episode 6. Hope you guys enjoy. We're out. Peace.